Well, new details today on the fire that killed 3 Baltimore City firefighters along Stricker Street in January.
A new report from the Maryland Occupational Safety and Health Board reveals systematic failures that led up to the deaths on that tragic day. Fox 45's Maxine Stricker has been digging into the report and joins us live to explain more about it. Maxine?
Okay, the report really highlights that firefighters had no idea of the danger that they were walking into when they entered the vacant home on that January day.
January's deadly vacant row home fire along South Stricker Street rocked Baltimore City to its core.
We just had a collapse. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
3 firefighters were killed and another was injured that day. And since then, the cries for change have grown louder.
There's got to be a mechanism in place somehow moving forward to identify these structures and do something about them.
Now, a new report from Maryland Occupational Safety and Health reveals the failures that may have put the firefighters in danger. Several firefighters who responded to the fire told investigators they were not aware the vacant home was damaged in a fire in 2015, which left several firefighters injured. And if they'd known, they may have approached it differently. One of the men who responded to January's fire told Mosh he had actually fell through the floor in the home in 2015. But dispatch never advised them, and an old system where X's were placed on buildings to warn firefighters of damage no longer existed. Councilwoman Odette Ramos says Code X-ray began in 2010 but didn't last long.
Residents complained about how it looked and that it didn't look good in the community, so that it stopped.
Ramos says the program is now returning, a recommendation made in the report. The report also recommends firefighters should immediately be alerted that a structure is unsafe.
There's more collaboration now between the housing department and the fire department around getting the data to the fire department in their CAD system, so that when a call comes in, there's data that says, oh, wait, this has been compromised before.
Legal analyst Kevin Stern says the firefighters were failed in many ways by the city and questions why the home was even still standing.
The onus should be on the city to protect the firefighters by telling them when you're en route, this is what you have to look for. This is the type of property you're entering. This is a vacant that's either condemned, has fire damage from 6-7 years ago. There's a concern over a collapse. These are things that should be told to them, and there was a program in place, and it wasn't there in January. And now here we are talking about 3 firefighters that paid the ultimate sacrifice.
Now, that fire ultimately was deemed incendiary or intentionally set, but as of tonight, we have not heard of any arrests in the case. Reporting live in Baltimore, Maxine Stricker, Fox 45 News.